Hi guys, Terry Shadwell. This is about the fourth attempt I've had at recording this video today. And I started to realise what the problem was. I'm here to talk about standards. The standards that we have in our lives. Now, at this current period of time, regardless of the coronavirus and all those things that are going on, we are seeing standards drop. Not come up, drop. The vocal minority groups that are out there at the moment are screaming and yelling not to bring people up to a standard, but to bring everybody down to a standard. And that's where the problems always begin. If we are leaders, and we're going to lead people and show them how to have a greater life, then our standards must be high. And they must always be high. They can never be down. Now, there will be times that we stuff up and we make mistakes and we drop our standards, but we must always have a minimal level of standard that we're going towards. If we come down, we don't make anybody better. We don't improve anybody. We just make ourselves worse. Now, as leaders, our standards, our morals, our ethics must always be of a level that it doesn't matter what the minority on the left or on the right are saying, that we are decent, honourable people. And that's it. It doesn't get any harder than that. And if the people that we're working with and the people that we're leading aren't at that level, our job is to help bring them up. Of course, as you'll see in other videos, I've said that if these people aren't willing to come up to our level, they can either A, leave, or B, come up to our level. That's it. And of course, most of the time they'll leave. They leave because it's easier. They're looking for an easier thing. That's why people want our standards to come down. They want it to be easier. And it's not going to be easier. It never will be easy. Success in any level of life is never easy. People are expecting that if they bring everybody down, then the world will actually be easier. And it won't. Success will always be up here. And that's where we've got to be. Ethically, morally, legally, we have to be doing the right thing. Not swaying in the wind left or right, but staying at a decent, ethical, moral level. If we don't do that, then we're doomed to fail. And anybody who chases the latest fad, anybody who chases the latest hashtag and craze and moral righteousness, which they wear on their sleeves and on their heart, are doomed to fail. Always. So as leaders, we have to have that calm, clear, concise voice. That is, we always do what's right. We do what's morally, ethically, and legally right at all times. And as I said, if the people don't want to come up to that level, then we get rid of them. It's that simple. Don't allow your standards to drop. Now, how do we set some basic standards? That's very simple. 1, dress. I've seen around a lot of places people allowing their standards of dress to drop. They call it fashion. It's not fashion. It's laziness. Good fashion promotes a very clean image. Bad fashion means you've got bits of your body sticking out everywhere. And it doesn't promote a level of respect. I have no respect, or shall I rephrase that? I do not have a lot of respect for people who want to show off bits of their body in a workplace. What you do in private and all that's up to you. But in a workplace, we have to have a very basic standard. Now for me, my basic standard is a suit at all times. And the people I work with, the people that are in my business, I expect them to also come to that standard, to always be in a suit, to be pushing themselves that little bit higher. When you dress nicely and dress professionally, you change the attitude. You can find that research anywhere. I don't need to go telling you more about that. You can actually find that Quite simple. By having a look online at a whole range of different things, you will see that the way you dress is the way you feel. If I'm out in the yard and I'm running around in my shorts and my t-shirt and doing things, I don't feel like I'm a professional businessman. But when I'm in my suit, I do. And my attitude changes. Now, you might say that it's a bit fickle to swap so quickly between attitudes when you're due to dress. Maybe, but we all do. It's just a standard of life. And I'm not here to argue for or against it. It's just what happens. Okay? So our dress standard must be the first thing. And remember, how we dress is how people are going to see us, regardless of anything else. That's the first thing they see. Second is personal grooming. If I've got to go out and if I've got to go and deal in the world and work with people, then I shave, both head and face. There's no two ways about it. I wear aftershave, I put on deodorant, I put on the whole thing, have a shower, all those sorts of things. Basic personal grooming sets a standard. You know when you're dealing with somebody whose hair's not done for the day, or a woman who hasn't put their makeup on, or all these sorts of things. Their attitude is down. If their face and their hair is not done properly, men or women, then their dress standard's going to drop as well. We don't want that in our business. We want people who respect themselves. And this is basic level respect. Okay? Standards are basic level respect. So you've got to be pushing yourself to that higher level and bringing people up. If I'm working with people and they're not at that level, I tell them I expect better of them and that they've got to raise themselves up. I'm not bringing my standards down. Okay? Another one is language. We don't swear. I've come out of heavy industry. I've worked in the coal mines. I've worked in a whole range of different things where language can be incredibly colourful. But in my business, I don't swear. And it's something I really want to make a habit within myself. I've sworn my entire life. Now I don't want to do it anymore because it brings my standard down. And I've watched videos before of people who start out talking nicely, then start swearing. And the tone of the video changes. The attitude of the video changes. The information may still be great, but there's something about that swearing that destroys the integrity of that video. And the same with you. Once you start swearing, you destroy your integrity. So there are three basic things that we can work on to raise our standards. And by raising our standards, raise the standards of the people that we're working with. It's really that simple. So that's what we need to do. We need to raise our standards and help other people raise their standards. Because as a society, we need higher standards. We can carry on and say, life should be easy and all that. It's not. It's always hard. It's always going to be hard. And people need to raise themselves up. And if people aren't, say goodbye to them. It's really that simple. Okay, that's me done. I don't know if that's an educational video today or more of a personal rant. You can decide that one. However, if you'd like to have further discussion on this, I'm always happy to talk to people. Message me from wherever site this is on, and I'll talk to you soon.